Hello friends, welcome back to Cosmopolitan Cornbread. So today I'm bringing you into the kitchen once again to bake some delicious bars. These are a twist on Snickerdoodle cookies, but in the much simpler and smaller batch Snickerdoodle bars baked in a cast iron skillet. So I'm starting off with 1 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, along with half a teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of cream of tartar, a half teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to mix these together in my small bowl here. And we'll just set that aside for a couple of minutes. Now in my mixing bowl, I've got 1 stick or half a cup of room temperature unsalted butter. And I'm mixing that together with 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. And we're just going to beat these together until they're nice and fluffy. And little Miss Bean decided to join me in the kitchen. Next, we're going to add in 1 egg. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're going to add the dry ingredients into the creamed mixture. And we'll mix those together well. Little Miss Bean has discovered the joy of licking the beaters. So I'm going to go ahead and line my 10-inch cast iron skillet with some parchment paper. Now this dough is a little bit sticky. You could potentially chill it for a while if you like to thicken it up and make it a little less sticky. But I just put my hand inside a bag and make it work and spread it out in the pan. Now I'm going to make the topping. In my little dish, I've got 1.5 teaspoons of granulated sugar, a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a half a teaspoon of turbinado sugar. That's the very coarse sugar. Sometimes it's called demerara sugar, or you may know the brand Sugar in the Raw. We're just going to stir those together. And we'll sprinkle that mixture all over the top. Now if you don't have a turbinado sugar, that's okay. You could just use 2 teaspoons of regular granulated sugar instead. Now while I've been preparing it, my oven's been heating up to 350 degrees. And so now I'm just going to pop this into the oven, and it's going to bake for about 25 minutes or until it tests down with a wooden pick. I get a lot of comments about the pottery bowls that you see me using in videos like this one, and they came from a place called Old Dog Pottery, which is a pottery here in Arkansas located on the top of Petit Jean Mountain, which is a state park. And I actually went on a drive there recently because they were doing a sale and they had opened up their studio and let you do an in-person shop. And with all the rain we had been getting, the beautiful waterfall at the end of a boardwalk was fully flowing. I believe this was called Cedar Creek Falls. Old Dog Pottery stocks their Etsy shop several times a year. You can check it out at olddogpottery.com. The Snickerdoodle Bars have baked. Now I'm just going to let them cool in the pan. And Willow can't hardly wait to dig into them. If you would like to make these Snickerdoodle bars, you can get a free printable version of this recipe on my website, cosmopolitancornbread.com. I will put a link to that in the video description down below. You can find this one and over 800 other recipes there, along with other articles and other great content. That's it for today, y'all. God bless, and I'll talk to y'all next time.